Well, hello, my friends. I wanted to come to you for one final hello and actually a farewell from Seoul, South Korea. I don't know if you can see behind me, see all the snow or not, but we got a fresh blanket of snow for our last week here in Korea, and it is just beautiful. We head home in 3 days, and it will bring our 7-week adventure in South Korea to an end. And I am ignoring the huge puffy bags under my eyes and my puffy nasally congestion because I didn't care. I wanted to say hello anyway. So please ignore the hospital visit damage bags to my face. But I'll tell you this much. I never thought that I would get to know the South Korean healthcare system so well while I was here. But I got some sort of crazy Korean flu that then mutated into bronchitis and just totally knocked me on my back. And the hospitals over here are the only place that will see foreigners like me. And it's so weird to even think of myself as a foreigner, but I guess I am. Anyway, so thank God JD was just healthy as he could be through me being totally sick as a dog for about 10 days. But thankfully, I think we'll both be healthy and well for our 18-hour flight back home on Thursday. But I wanted to just share with you how blown away I am and how grateful I have been for your feedback and your responses to the webinar that I hosted a week before last. I know so many of you have just wanted to hear straight from me on what on earth I was doing in Korea, why I was over here, and so I shared that in the webinar. You know, why on earth I made the decision to close my coaching business and go back into the direct selling industry, and I wanted to share it from my own perspective and share my own story because I really do believe that some of my own personal perspective and experiences can help you as you are carving out your own path and your own journey in life. And I love that we can just all be on this path and learn together. And so, of course, I shared all of that in the webinar about finding the right fit, how to know if you're in the right place, how to seek out and strategically make those decisions that are best for you. And then, of course, I shared what brought me to Korea and how I picked the company that I'm with now and how I chose to plant my flag and call home. And so for those of you that wanted all of that scoop, I did put the replay up online. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, you can do that. But what I really wanted to share with you is so many of you, overwhelming amounts of feedback and question. I told some of you this on Facebook, but some of you, when I was watching and listening and reading your responses, some of them I laughed all the way through. Some of your responses I cried all the way through, but I was just in shock at how so many of us are on similar paths and similar journeys where our journeys are just sort of mirroring each other right now with finding just everything in your life changing and at a crossroads and at a fork in the road and finding the courage and how to wrestle through your own discernment and judgment on making the right decisions for you and your family and your future. So because there were so many questions and I wanted to answer every single one individually, I made a Q&A video. And the link to the Q&A video, some of you already have it, but I'm putting it here in case you haven't received any email yet. So if you have already seen the webinar and you want to watch the Q&A, you can do that here. If you haven't seen the webinar yet and you want to start there, that link is here for you as well. But I know I tell you guys this all the time, but I just want you to know that I mean it with every fiber of my being, that I'm just so grateful that we get to be on this journey of life together. Whether we are formally working together in some capacity or if we're just learning from each other, I'm just so grateful that we are on this path, that God has crossed our paths together. I love you guys, and I can't wait to be back home in the U.S., and I will send another update once we are back safely home. Bye for now, everyone. Love you guys.